Before music belonged to concert halls, it belonged to everyday life. It was heard in stone chapels where sound lingered long after the singers stopped in open fields, where melodies traveled with workers and travelers, and in busy public spaces where music blended naturally into the noise of the world.
From roughly 500 to 1400 CE, music was not something set apart for focused listening. It was something people lived with. Its structured time carried meaning and connected communities in a world where memory mattered more than notation.
Much of what remains from this period comes from the church, where music shaped both worship and daily routine. Gregorian chant, the most recognizable sound of the era, was sung in unison and without instruments. The effect was intentional.
Without harmony or accompaniment, the voice became the sole focus, allowing text and sound to merge. These chants unfolded freely, guided by breath rather than strict rhythm, and were shaped by the acoustics of sacred spaces.
Early notation, known as neumes, offered only a general outline of melodic motion. They were never meant to fully capture the music, only to prompt what singers already knew. Learning happened through listening repetition and immersion, reinforcing music as a shared practice rather than an individual skill.
Music followed the rhythm of religious life. Specific chants belonged to particular seasons, feast days, and hours of prayer, meaning sound itself became a way of marking time. Music did not interrupt daily life. It organized it. The year was experienced through sound as much as through ritual or text.
At the same time, medieval music extended far beyond church walls. Traveling musicians brought songs into courts, towns, and villages, carrying stories with them.
Troubadour and trouvère sang about love, longing, power, and social tension, often accompanying themselves on instruments like the vielle harp or early flutes.
These performances were flexible by nature. Songs shifted from place to place and singer to singer. There was no fixed version, no expectation of exact repetition. Music remained fluid, shaped by context and audience.
One figure who stands out from this period is Hildegard von Bingen. Her music pushes beyond what many expect from medieval chant. Her melodies stretch upward with wide intervals and carry a striking emotional intensity.
They feel personal and expansive even centuries later. Hildegard's work reminds us that the medieval world was not musically limited or conservative in the way it is often imagined. Experimentation and individuality were already present.
Early and medieval music asks us to reconsider what music is meant to be. It was not created for silent audiences or formal stages. It was participatory, functional, and deeply expressive.
There was little separation between music and life, between listening and doing. Long before orchestras and opera houses, sound shaped how people prayed, told stories, and understood the world around them.
That closeness, that sense of music as something lived rather than observed, is what continues to make this repertoire feel alive today.